Greetings, Crocoduck Army. I've had a few Christians in the last couple months ask to have some sort of debate with me. Anthony from Puerto Rico wanted to have, as he put it, a YouTube conversation with me. We exchanged several PMs, and he seems like a nice guy, so okay, let's have a conversation. He made a video to me a few months ago, and after about his 5th request for a response, here it is. Let's see what our persistent YouTube friend has to say.
First, okay, the same old question. You probably know this question already. Okay, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Okay, now you may answer this question, but you may answer it using the theory of macroevolution, which is not demonstrated.
Ah yes, that old creationist chestnut about the chicken or the egg. I can already tell this is going to be one of those videos where there's this mix of trying to argue against evolution and trying to argue for the existence of God. These really should be entirely different subjects, but of course lots of religious people see them as linked. I'm actually a bit surprised at this, since being from a heavily Catholic place like Puerto Rico, and Catholics generally accepting evolution, I would think it wouldn't be considered an issue for you to integrate with your faith, but I'm not certain of which sect you are. Of course, some Catholics also accept demons, exorcisms, and grilled cheese Virgin Marys.
Atheists use opinions and guesses as their proofs for their belief. Okay? So, that's the reason atheism is taken by faith. Okay, so you can't criticize people who use faith, okay, like different religions. When atheism, you also take things by faith.
There is no faith involved in atheism. You're making an assertion that there is a God based on things like, was the chicken or the egg first, and even worse arguments. It is up to you to present your evidence. I have faith in atheism in the same way that I have faith that He-Man and Battle-Cat are not running the universe from a secret lair right below the basement of my house. I don't care how kick-ass that concept or any other may be to you or me. Not believing that baseless claims are true is not faith.
Infinity. You cannot rationalize infinity. Why? Because we are finite. Our mind is limited. It's never going to have all the answers, right, that there is to life. Okay? So try to explain when everything started. Okay? There has to be an infinite intelligence. Okay? That reveals to us the truth of such mysteries that our minds cannot conceive.
Okay, that honestly is one of the worst arguments I've ever heard for the existence of a higher power. Since we can't think to infinity, there must be a higher power? Why does that logically follow? Since marshmallows exist, must the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man be real? He is, after all, the ultimate marshmallow I can conceive of. Plus, I can conceive of a god of gods of all universes, and my god can kick your god's ass. Does that make him real? I call these missing steps of religious reasoning the underpants gnome problem.
Why I believe in the Bible? Why I believe in God? Because science doesn't contradict it. Science doesn't contradict the Bible. Okay? Theories, hypotheses, conclusion that mankind comes out with, that contradicts the Bible, but it's no proof. Okay? So I believe in science. True science is demonstrated. It doesn't contradict the Bible.
You've just illustrated for everyone the primary reason why these arguments about evolution are so difficult. You're basing your beliefs about science on the writings of people that you think knew everything 2,000 years ago, but in reality knew very little by today's standards. You think this little corner of science threatens your faith, so you'll insist your science foundation is solid bedrock, even when any expert in the field will tell you it's quicksand. I could drag you to every natural history museum in the world, Anthony, and make you read every biology paper published in the past 150 years, and it probably wouldn't matter to you. That's a perfect illustration of the fascinating yet twisted power that religion holds over people's minds.
How did this super complex nature, universe, came to be by mere chance? It's like me taking a clock and I break it out in all the pieces. I send it to space, I leave it floating in space. One piece over there, all scattered. All of a sudden, that clock comes together and like it used to be, and form itself like a clock again, and it's working again. Okay, what's the chances of that happening?
Ah yes, everyone's favorite, the blind watchmaker argument. Anthony, I suggest you watch one of the numerous debunkings that others have done on this argument on YouTube. You could watch one of my older videos in this series that I will link below that addresses it, or one that Dark Matter did more recently on his new secondary channel. So, do you have any final thoughts for us?
You think about it. The universe is much, 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 much more super complex than a clock.
Well, I wouldn't really say that... wait, what did you just say?
More super complex than a clock. A clock. A clock. A clock.
So you're saying the chicken was first?